Okay, there it is. Ooh. Ah, yeah, right. Need that. Be a bit difficult to draw without the drawing tablet for drawing. Thankfully, it's right there. Can't believe I found mold in my bloody water bottle. That's disgusting. Uh, I wonder how long it's going to take to decide. Is it going to take long or is it going to take short? We'll find out. Hey, if anyone else turns up, nice, nice. Because you look like a clown. How did I do that? On accident, of all things. That's the. There it is. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Let's start something. Should probably find some reference images. Give me the thing I clicked on, please. God. See, I want this to sort of move something like a leopard or a jaguar, like a big cat. Like I want it to almost slink. I think that's the right word. That's a decent reference. Maybe I could use that sort of angle. Gonna blast up, and we can get and rock until the day we die. The day we. And you bet you. Oh yeah, right, wrong layer. Oh hey, Sid. You might be wondering why I have a picture of a leopard. It is because I want the see the thing you said, the what was it, the LDRD, long distance recon drone. That's kind of stuck in my head because it's a pretty decent idea. One, two, three. Everybody lose on me, gonna blast up, and we can rock until the day we die. Yeah, but I want this to sort of slink, if that's the right word. Down on me. I know where it goes. It's a big complication. Gonna blast off. Been doing nothing all day. Kind of real for that. My stomach felt like it was on fire when I woke up, and I couldn't get to my lecture because, well, it's kind of hard to walk for 20 minutes. Laptop's dead. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. Going off on the deep end, and I hated all the new trends. Me and my friends sang wow, wow. Off the road, is better than here looking for a car. All I've got is in a closet I'm hanging by, too dumb to die. Feel like a cello, lost somewhere over the rainbow, way on the dream, too dumb to die. Really always was a strike, enough for the deep. Everything will be alright. But every Sunday can be Easter. With friends and lights stream wild. Don't cross the line because you'll be a scam, not a martyr. Cause all I got is a dream too dumb to die. Feel like a cello, lost somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, let's see how this looks. I think it needs to be a... I have an idea. Select the layer I want, please. Make it bigger so I can act. So I learned the most effective way to walk on a walk like a digigrade. Do you mean a digitigrade? However you say the things that walk on their toes. So you've just started walking on your toes. Is that what you mean? It is. You just need decent balance, and it's digitigrade. I'm fairly certain. Okay. I like the general positioning, but it needs some work. I think I'll change up the tail and probably have to work on the back legs a bit more. This is meant to be more lizard-like than cat-like. General sketch of it. Oh yeah, right, I don't have a thing. Okay. Spikes give it character and a more interesting silhouette. Yeah, that's why I did it. Because it looks interesting. Is it practical? I don't know. I'm not a robotics engineer, so I can't say it's practical. But, from a design perspective, I'd say it looks pretty decent. I know what I want it to be standing on. Why is my undo button not working? It's because I've not selected this. Whoops. Okay, so, let me grab a reference image. Have you ever played Elden Ring? Uh, uh, okay, is it because I misspelled architecture? I don't know how to spell architecture, I'm not a bloody nerd. That's a lie, but still. Come on, I just want the Halictree. I want the braces, specifically, of the Halictree. That's a good image. Give me that. Okay, T. So, okay, let me, turn off. Yeah, give me this. I want it bigger. This is the kind of architecture that I'm thinking of. If you're a good, if you're going to model off of a leopard, I would recommend a bulkier body to counterbalance the longer tail. Not played Elden Ring. You should play Elden Ring. It's bloody amazing. And the architecture, dude. Look at this. Rejects your existence once again. You're hurt. Damn. That sucks, bro. According to the viewers thing, you don't exist as well. But if I flip this image. Oh, that's not what I intended to do. No. There it is. Can I flip it? Mirror horizontal. There we go. So if I take this, zoom out because I need to see the edges of the thing. Essentially, what I want is like that. Just the general shape of it, and I do like I do love the little ornamentation bits that everything has. It is beautiful. Of course, credit to Elden Ring for for the image and stuff and all that, and whoever captured the image, I don't know. Blah blah blah. Let's get drawing, man. Okay, let's undo all of that because what the hell? Okay, I need. Okay, okay, well. I am totally an adult. I wish to do nice architecture more than I wish to draw people. Then draw architecture. You've got a sci-fi setting. You can draw like spaceships and stuff. Like make spaceships that are like in the style of the Warhammer 40k spaceships. Those things are gorgeous. I think I need to increase the angle. So if I just quickly make a line, and then I rotate. Of course, the tail will alter its position based off of it. However, huh? No, no. Give me my funky ass angle back. See, rule of thirds, you want it somewhere around. You want the focal point somewhere around here, 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 or here. I have a mental image on how I want my ships to look, or one of the ships to look anyway. Draw it. Dude, nothing is stopping you. And if you say your ability is stopping you, just keep trying until you get it right. Could take 10 attempts, it could take 100. But if you keep doing it, you will eventually get there. It's not cold enough yet, I can walk around without a jacket. Normally it'll be pouring snow. Global warming. I need like a nice arc. Yes, this tool. I'm fairly certain I know how this works. Ooh, whoa, okay, I wasn't entirely correct. So I want that to be around parallel with that, and I want it to be about that big. Okay, this is not how I thought it would work in the slightest. Whoa. Okay. No, I still want that. How does this one work then? Okay, what's different about that one? Dynamic brush tool. So if I draw like a circle, no, okay, I don't know what's different about that one. It's warm in here. I need to turn off my cables. Open window to maximize airflow. God, I hate myself when I talk like that sometimes. Guess I'm gonna have to do it by hand. Oh well. I tried. I tried to learn something new and it just did not work out. Thankfully, I can just keep trying, but use a different method. No, that doesn't look right. Need a closer look at the bloody reference image. Okay, how are any of those images relevant? I'm looking at architecture right now. Why are there women on my screen? Curve tool. I want the curve tool. So why isn't the curve tool giving me a goddamn curve? To peek there. Oh, I had it. You're gonna draw the ship, eh? Just remember not to like be too harsh on your shelf, like I tend to do. It can get you very far, but Gothic Labyrinth. Hell yeah, I'm making a Gothic architecture. Gothic architecture is epic. Tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a worm's man, no time to talk. Music loud. Idea. It's alright, it's okay. You can look the other way. And when you're a mother, you're staying alive. When you're staying alive, staying alive. Ah, 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 ah. Staying alive, staying alive. Ah, 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 ah. Staying alive. I can't reach that pitch. Okay, I've got my method of doing it. Well, right. So I want this to have like a sort of like bump at the top that it's going to be walking on. Whether you're a brother, staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Ah, 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 ah. Staying alive, staying alive. This is the most random song to be playing, I swear. I imagine this scene to be taking place in a sort of like cannot listen to the stream and have a reference image. Damn, that is rough. Why not? What? What's stopping the audio from working? Did you really just say bummer? You did. By the way I use my walk, I'm a worm's man. No time to talk. Music loud. Alright, it's okay. You can look the other way. I don't know how to do the ornamentation. I don't know what I want it to look like. I know Gothic is definitely an inspiration because, oh, my lap's My laptop, my other screen is dead. Oh. Can't you just, like, have two tabs open? Just saying. Can't you, like, just two tabs? Or can it not or can your machine not handle that? I need a closer look at the bloody Alec tree. I need a closer reference than the one I currently have. Phone does not work. Oh, yeah, right, you're on phone. That is rough, buddy. God, Elden Ring architecture is something else. I just wish Pinterest would give me the right bloody image. What if I remove that word? Okay, that's improved it somewhat, but not tremendously. Gotta try. Oh my god. Personnel. Jesus. Hey, that's a nice image. It's literally just on the other side of the thing. Of the reference image I just had, but yeah. So if I just hide that for a second. Bring this bigger. Larger. Faster. Stronger. Why is it that when I copy a bloody image, it does not keep the original quality? That is annoying. Wait, no, I need. Yeah, so it's actually one big curve. I'm gonna try that. Touch face. This might be an incredibly strange. Come on, give it. That's on the wrong layer. Okay. You found a way. Oh, that's honestly kind of impressive. Idea. Just for scale's sake. Because I want the thing. The Okay, I'm just gonna call it the LDRD for now because I can't think of anything, and that's stuck in my head as a decent idea. Therefore, it's sticking. Touch faith. Touch faith. Okay. Let's grab that. Just remember that this thing is like at to a man's shoulder, and easily twice as long as that. Find a viewpoint. Okay, I need a different layer for this because I'm doing perspective, and perspective's annoying. That angle? Chin in again. Going through. That is not how you spell silhouette, dude. It has a H. Same old story. What if I say I'm not like the? What if I say I'm not just another one of you? You're the pretender. What if I say I'll never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? Say I'm not just another one of your slaves. What if I say I'll never surrender? God, I hate perspective. Okay, let's see. I need to see it. It doesn't look right. Same old story. What if I say? It doesn't have a W. One sec, let me. That doesn't look right either. How's it spelled? How's silhouette spelled? Let me say. Oh, okay, I don't blame you for getting that wrong. It's spelled really weird. Silohouetee. I blame the French because that looks like a really stupid word. Oh wait, no, I added an extra O. Not like the others. What if I say I'm not one of your slaves? You're the pretend. What do you mean? Probably, definitely French. Look at the word. Are you so? Are you? You add a center line. You close off that. Give me something decent. Nah. What? Oh, that's why. So, how am I going to do this, you ask? Well, first off, turning that off. Actually, I need my goddamn brush. Why isn't the brush working? Why is oh, it's because I forgot to make a new layer. Really need to make a keybind for this. Ta-da. Very basic pillar made. Made something that looks kind of decent. Well done! Whereas I have been here for over half an hour. Shadow looking decent. Yeah, that's fair enough. Why am I... No. No. God, sometimes. Why is my right click not doing anything? Tell me how to breathe. You go. Please tell me how to breathe before you go. Don't you know? You know? Just tell me how to breathe before you go. Please tell me how to breathe before you go. Tell me how to. No, that ain't working. That is the wrong button. Give me a minute whilst I just. Give me. Yeah, just give me. Give me. Uno minute. I am back. Apologies for disappearing. See, what I want to do, like my current thing. So I want to. The idea currently is to make scenes to try and give a decent impression of what the world's meant to be like. And for that, I need to make scenes. So, if you're expecting a video on the Penetaries, which I spent so goddamn long working on, I'll need to figure out how to include them into a scene that fits into the current stage of the world, because the old scenes that I made don't fit anymore, which sucks, but can't particularly do anything about it. If I... idea. Part of how I intend to draw in this world is by using shadow a lot. Because, like, if I took away those lines that were there earlier, then this would be a lot better. If I make a new layer, I don't need detail. I need to remember this. Detail is not important right now. This is the sketching phase. Brush direction is always important. Let's go. First things first. I wake up and get na na na. Brush my teeth and get my na na na. Let me see if I can see that thing that you posted. Give me 2 seconds. Out. What the hell? Where'd you post it? My inspiration. Complication. There gonna be a complication. The restaurant Vietnamese. I wake up and get na na na. Oh, whoops. Got to turn that off. On your face. La 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 la, checks. The way once said I was crazy. I said, baby girl, I know. But I can't go away, so don't you get me started now. 100 yes, I don't want maybes, cause they leave me where you found me. So don't leave. I just love the way you got me feeling. I'm feeling. It's like, take away the pain. Baby, I'm feeling. Baby, I'm feeling. Don't need anything more. Please away, my feel sure. Turn that opacity down. Let's go away. You understand now. Don't want maybes, cause they leave me where you found. Bah! Actually, if I... Where is it? Where is... What? There's... Okay, maybe not that tool. Select. Okay, so if I select that, take it out. Oh, yeah, right. So points like this where I would miss Photoshop for certain features that I had. I can't. Aha, that's why. Okay, just needed that for the reference it gives. For the musculature. Sorry, what? Apologize for my absence. I have returned. Tell me what you think of the design managed to create, that is. I feel ignored. Say something. Sorry, I was focusing. Where did you send it? Because I don't know where you sent it. Alpha. Ugh. Your Discord. Right, give me a second. Okay. He kind of reminds me of either a dolphin or a soja. It looks like a fish, generally, like shape-wise, which makes sense because aerodynamics. Well, in terms of fish, it would be hydrodynamics, but it's still dynamics. It makes sense, essentially, for it to be shaped like that. That's not what I wanted to click on. There we go. This ship cannot enter the atmosphere. Why can't it enter the atmosphere, though? Is there a specific reason it can't enter the atmosphere? Is there a specific reason for it not to be able to enter the atmosphere? Like, will it break for some reason? Is it some sort of, like, in-universe treaty that means they're not allowed to? Is it so goddamn big it disrupt the gravitational field? Why? Those are thicker than I want them to be. Yeah, that's more of the thickness I want them to be. Its engines are not equipped for the particles and a high amount of stress from being in imminent danger of crashing. Also, the absurdly powerful shields would fuck with the planet's gravity, so it isn't designed to, and it would screw up the planet. Should try and include that into the design. Make it like give like something for scale. If well, no, you want to make sure people can see that it shouldn't be entering the atmosphere. We will be victor. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. That is awful. Okay, do it by hand then. Around. It was a Friday night, I walk alone. Side thrusters are simply inadequate for proper mobility. Well, why is that? Why aren't they adequate? I can't tell from the design. Then again, it's very like simplistic in shape. Is that like an absurdly large gun? That's not the tab I meant to click on. Has no landing equipment. I thought that would be enough alongside. Well, see, landing equipment tends to retract though. Oh, whoops. Ooh, fair enough. I'm not sure what, like, color scheme this thing should follow. And a snail. Oh, sail. Sail. That's what you said. Touch therapy. Need you touching me. Touch therapy. Ooh. Okay, this thing looks disturbing. I like it. I keep misreading that as sail. No, snail. It says sail. I keep misreading it as snail. Like the little. Ooh, 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 ooh. That is surprisingly good for like 5 lines. Nightmare, don't sweat, so scared. Someone get me out of here. See, I'm not sure what materials the dwarves use. I know I want a decent bit of, like, the world. Well, most of the world's going to be stone. I need you to wake me from a bad dream. Like stone and vegetation. Like a mix of that, because I think stone with vegetation is just mwah, so nice. It seems weirdly fleshy, and I like it, but I also hate looking at it. Do I want to make this like sort of coppery and orange, or as Sidon, please? I need some like external ideas. What color scheme should this thing follow? Should I make it also look stony? Should I make it like steel colored? Should I make it like coppery, sort of bronzish, maybe? Ooh, I do like the idea of bronzish. I don't know what materials are available. Think, think, I can't. Yeah, I'm thinking bronze, sort of like that sort of burnished color. Need a reference of what bronze looks like. Bronze. Image. Oh yeah, right. Bronze tarnishes and looks really nice. Looks strangely golden. Give me the hex code. Bronze hex code. Yes. I just. There we go. Oh, son of a. Come on, give me the. There we go. Uh, can I? Man, where do I put in the bleed and? Bleh. Advanced color selector my ass. Where's the shade selector? Where is the hex code input? Ah, I'm not good enough at hex codes to know hex codes off by heart, like what they look like. So I'm gonna have to do this myself. Fine, I'll do it myself. Every day and every my own water ticket head up. Every wrong and every for more and some. Armageddon, go, Armageddon, Armageddon, baby. Armageddon. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, so let's. I do like the idea of burnishing the bronze, like getting it sort of. What's the word? Make it look like worn and old. Bronze slash copper. Pick one. They look very different. Bronze is more of a golden color. Copper's very orange or very green. Bronze does tarnish into a similar green as copper tarnishes into. Well, technically, bronze tarnishes gold, not gold. Copper oxidizes, but still. I've already decided on the bronze. I might as well. I do think making the wires coppery though is like a cool idea. Day and every night. I don't really want to listen to this. Skip. HQ Mori. That is not. Oh, I paused it on accident. No, I don't. No. Okay, and then we go through with a bit of a sort of like, not that much gray, but like that. Up brush size, so that then I can just lightly. See how this adds like so much texture for essentially no effort. That's the kind of stuff that I live for. Low effort, but good payoff. Is my uh, back page. So I need a sort of grayish green kind of color with maybe a slight tinge of yellow. Maybe a bit less. Or do I want it all the way over here? No, too far, too far, too far. Hmm. No, I think if I mix up some colors a bit, I want to. Let me. It will probably have tarnished where the joints are most. Once the stream is over, I'm going to do work and then add a detailed version of the ship, then implement feedback I was given. Fair enough. Remember, when designing something, you've got to tell through the visuals. You can't just have the lore state something and it look completely different. I mean, you can, but that's dumb and no one likes it. Dude, this looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. I think bronze was the right call. Okay, okay. I think I need to make it a bit more blue again. Oh, no, I want the same color. I don't want to change the color. Why are you changing the color? Sometimes, man. See, I can do as much texturing as I want, but once I add shading, it's gonna look so much better. Weathering looks nice. I know, right? How do you think the breacher would look? Big stick at the front. Well, what does it do? It looks very good. Be nice seeing the design come together over the course of this and many other streams. By many, I mean like two. Yeah, this is only the second one for this, and it's already gone faster than the Penetaries. It already looks like that because it looks like a Roman Centurion helmet, kinda. Weathering looks nice. Thank you. What does the breacher thing that you were talking about do? That's I need that answered. Hmm? No, no, I want that. God. Faster than light travel. How does it work? Like, is there a specific method or like thing that you've got in mind? Oh, I can't. That color. Up that again. I do like this. See, the original idea for the dwarves was more like the pre-tech from the bards, from the Bracken bards. You should watch him. From his setting. Um, but I think this sort of like ancient weathered bronze look is just so nice. You could step in. It's essentially loaded with material called dexterium that weakens the barrier between dimensions. So it's interdimensional travel, essentially. So it essentially opens a crack in the universe and then goes through it. Is it more like the warp, or is it more like Star Wars at hyperdrive? Because hyperdrive does actually travel through an exterior dimension. I'm so wrong, proving you wrong, but it's no fun when you don't play. Used for ramming a few times. Like another ship. The ones who feel it burning. You got me in the mood. You got me in the mood. In the teeth. Better make me bleed. Cause I'm so goddamn fond of proving you wrong. But it's no fun when you don't play along. Up to the pavement, knees hit the ground. I'll gladly kick you when you're down. I'm so fond of proving you wrong. But it's no fun when you don't play along. Drop to the pavement, knees at the ground. I'll gladly kick you when you're down. Worst enemy, you'll never be as bad as me. Fun proving you wrong, but it's no fun when you don't. A little in between the dangers are minimal, and some people live there, but some horrors also live with them, making survival rate not high. Right. So sort of okay, let's make a new layer for this. So it's is it like a shotgun or is it like a railgun? If you choose to stay a long term a trip, if you to go faster is almost that sentence didn't make any sense. Like, well, if it okay, so where's my sketching pencil? So if it's so like it's attached to the bottom of the ship, right? First off, I suggest triangular braces because first off they look amazing. Second off, they are actually like better, just generally. Guess who's back? 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 How does it deal with the recoil? Shielding alters gravity in a localized area, allowing you to pull people into the breacher. That's a terrifying prospect. The monster. Nobody wants to be monster. Why don't I give you a little bit of weed, some hot liquor? Well, if it's I don't know how it functions, but I'm guessing it functions somewhat like a railgun. Yeah, spear point thingy. Wait, is it the bottom of the ship or is it the? It's hard to tell. Oh, the breach is. Oh, okay. Right. Well, I had the complete wrong idea. So we need a little controversy. So empty. So that explains how it deals with the. So it's sort of like. I do suggest some like having some like. I do suggest some keeping the having the design somewhat like this because it has. You need to communicate something comes out of it, and if you have like, as I said, presumably it functions sort of like a railgun. So lines all down it, and depending on the scale of it, you might want like tiny little like uh braces and stuff, and but someone like that, I guess that'd be my first instinct. Anyway. This looks like a job for me, so everybody, Just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without. So this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty. See, I just chose this brush off of a whim, but nothing comes out of it. It simply holds the explosive substance away from the ship. To be more clear when explaining function, yeah. So it's effectively a bomb on a stick, is what I'm getting from that. It's a bomb lance. Effectively, it's an explosive. It's like a grenade or a landmine on a stick. Should design it like that. I don't know how it would reload. You need to figure that out if you haven't already. Because is it like how does it work? I can't design it for you, dude. I don't know enough about it, and I'm not the one that made it. I don't know what would fit into your setting. I can help, but I need to know more. Tends to break and be retrieved afterwards. So it's like a single-use thing. So does it break because of the sheer impact, despite a lot of bracing, or does it break because it's designed to break? You need to take that into mind. Well, I can't get you to do it for me, so I'll do it myself. I did just say that I'm not going to do it for you. It's your design. I can't do it for you. I don't know. Um, Besides, I'm doing my own design right now, and that's taking a lot of my brain power. Walk around the wrong side of the map, but even somewhere in the sense of time, world built in the dark side of the moon. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I know why this is this has been had a struggle failure in communication. My biggest comments are not going through. But oh yeah, yeah that yeah yeah that would probably uh yeah. And at the end, I just go crazy. Then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? Leave you by my side to my superhuman, my kryptonite. I do like this sort of generalized. Oh, that is too much. Call me wicked, your secrets I will keep. Never let you. Put you back on solid ground. Back on crazy then. See, when it comes to coloring, a way to tell if it's good or not is can you discern the shape from just the color without the line art? Do not rely on line art. That is a bit of advice that I will give. Never rely on line art because line art can make, whilst it can make or break it, it's not necessary. Love the tail length. Yeah, I do like how I extended the tail because I don't know, it just looks better. I am better. Well, you must see the finished result and know its proper function. Let yeah. Too bad I don't have digital art to be able to do that. Yeah, that sucks. Man, if I'm alive and well, will you be there? What color do we think its tail should go? Because remember, there was like a light bulb in the end of its tail. Do we think blue? Maybe a red? But the head did it not have a mouth? It does, but it's closed currently. And honestly, I might scrap that idea because I don't think it fits the design. Probably have to get to the actual like the scene in another one. But this is pretty good for like an hour and a half. What do you mean dark green? Dark green. Well, yeah, but it's light, so it's gonna have to be bright. And I feel like either blue or red just fits better than green. And besides, look, it's very tarnished. I think green would like not fit as well. I'm on the wrong layer. think it needs a bit more weathering. That's what I'm currently doing. Looks too pristine. Almost looks moldy in parts. Which isn't the intention, but it ain't a bad thing. Itchy, itchy. Ah. It's a touchscreen. What do you mean? Then again, camo. No, this thing is not meant to be camouflaged. Does it stick its tail up to use like an antenna? Maybe. Would look kind of goofy. I think it just passively works more like an antenna. Like it'll angle itself with its head down and its tail up. The thumbs are terrifying. Why are the thumbs? How are you scared of the thumbs more than anything else? Thumbs are a mostly human thing. Now it can grab your leg when you're running away. That is terrifying. Yeah, thumbs are good. Thumbs are a very good thing for, like, evolutionary wise. Oh, the only visible light source is this. Therefore, I must make shadows around the fact that the light source is coming from there. Oops. I do like the idea of like it people coming across this thing and it just grabs their leg. It would probably like because of how big this thing is and because it's probably incredibly strong. The concept of working so long on art confounds me. I simply can't work with such care. Eh. I just do it. I don't think about it. Oh, also, it looks like a barracuda, kinda. I love barracuda. I really like the shadow I made for my ship. It's two very immediately distinguishable features, alongside a few last night. What looks like a barracuda? I do think I've rendered the shadows really nicely on this. If I get, like, add like a little bit of highlights, this might pull this together a bit better. Yes, 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 yes. Highlights, man. So useful. Sorry, I have been focusing. The ship looks like okay. This ship looks like a barracuda. I can't think of what a barracuda looks like off the top of my head. I am not going to lie. Oh, I just felt my back crack. Ow. make a gradient. What's this? I have no idea how this tool works. Anyways. Trust me, this will make sense if it works. I can't tell if I like it or not. Okay, so this is with, this is without. Maybe if I lower the opacity a bit more. Can't tell if it makes it look better or worse. I could be your new addiction. Baby, you must say all you give in me is friction. You'll be leaving now. Yeah. Goodbye. Everybody talks, everybody talks. You think it makes it look worse? Mm. That's not a positive note to end on. When I kiss her, lips her, option, got a big trip. Yeah, no, it might not be a good idea to have that. Anything above 10 is definitely too high. And your eyes are open wide. What's up, you crying? What's got you crying? And now, never alone, never afraid. You love you, sir, under the shade. The sun, the battle's high, the body's pale against the sky. What a wah, sayaviste kura, wah, sayaviste kura. What did I speak? Sleepers follow weak. Back, back, countryside, into the hyenas. Okay, do for Ascension Day. Yeah, no, I'm probably alone in here by now, aren't I? I think I'm gonna stop now. That's the wrong button. That's not what I meant to open. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it here. I don't even think anyone's hit currently, which is kind of depressing. Which is kind of why I'm ending it, but still. I've got to give it a good ending anyway. So goodbye to whoever may be there. I will probably be working on this again next Friday. Probably around the starting around the same time, 8:30 as per usual.